that says in the second schedule of the Act, preaching and hawking in a commercial vehicle are not new provisions in our legal system. A statement from the Directorate and Public Affairs in the Office of the Senate leader said the provisions have been part of the Act as far back as 2007. According to the statement, the bill therefore does not outlaw preaching on the street, as some interests have claimed in different fora. It is about the safety of commuters and other road users and not intended to undermine any religious activity in the public space. The bill is not an initiative of the leader of the Senate, Senator Oyepemi Bamidele. Rather, it is a concurrence bill first amended by the House of Representatives. The amendment process is still ongoing. Stakeholders can channel their concerns to the appropriate institutions before the completion of the process. At least 3 persons have been confirmed dead after a 2-story building reportedly sank into the ground on Bale Road in Ajuwon area of Ifo local government area of Ogun State. The Southwest Zonal Director of the National Emergency Management Agency, Said Akiode, who confirmed the development to Channels Television at the scene on Tuesday, said debris evacuation was still ongoing. According to him, the entire structure would have to be brought down completely to enable rescue workers access everything beneath the collapsed building. He appealed to residents to remain calm, assuring them that emergency responders were doing everything necessary to manage the situation. He added that NEMA immediately activated all relevant emergency response agencies upon receiving information about the incident, noting that personnel had been on the ground since Monday carrying out rescue and recovery operations. The chairman of Ifo local government area, Kusimo Idris, also confirmed that 12 occupants were rescued from the building, including the 2 newborn babies who are less than 2 months old. Eyewitness and emergency responders said the tragic incident occurred at about 2 p.m. on Monday following a heavy downpour and shortly after a thunderstorm. The chairman of Kuje Area Council, Mr. Danjuma Samuel Chekwolo, has said that unemployment and poverty remain significant challenges affecting many young people. The chairman stated this while flagging off the Kuje Area Council Skills Acquisition Training Program, reaffirming its administration's commitment to tackling unemployment, reducing poverty, and promoting sustainable economic development across the area council. Correspondent Mukhtar Abdullahi reports.
Speaking at the flag-off ceremony, Mr. Danjuma Samuel Shekwelo described the initiative as more than just a training program, saying it represents a beacon of hope, empowerment, and self-reliance for the people of Kuje Area Council. According to him, the council has adopted a practical approach focused on equipping residents with marketable vocational skills that will enable them to become self-employed and contribute meaningfully to the local economy.
To the glory of God Almighty, we are happy with what we have seen physically here, and the students are doing very well. I'm sure they are getting equipped with the training, and by the grace of God, I believe that by the end of the training, other 2 weeks, because thought is going to take 2 weeks, and by the end of this training, we're sure that we'll have people who will be in different skills, where of course the area council can benefit from them, especially that of the electricians and the fashion designers that we have seen.
The first phase of the program covers training in fashion designing and tailoring, catering and confectionery, hairdressing and beauty therapy, information and communication technology ICT, phone repairs and computer training, painting, POP and tiling, as well as agriculture and agro-processing. Mr. Shekwelo further disclosed that upon successful completion of the training, every graduate will receive a starter pack and relevant working tools to enable them to establish their own businesses immediately. He assured participants that his administration is committed to supporting them beyond the training period.
As you are aware, they are all coming from different communities of the area council, and by the end of this training, they will be going back to their communities. So we expect them to go back with some starter pack where they will be independent and they will be on their own. And from there, they don't have to depend on government or anybody. rather to look for customers who can patronize them.
The chairman urged all beneficiaries to take full advantage of the opportunity by remaining committed and dedicated throughout the training. He explained that the trainees were carefully selected from the 10 wards of Kuje Area Council and comprised youth, men, and women. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
The FCT Area Council Election Appeal Tribunal has upheld the judgment of the lower tribunal affirming the election of the chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kashimu Mohammed Ikwa, in the last FCT Area Council election. Correspondent Mukhtar Abdullahi report.
In a unanimous decision, the three-member panel of the appeal tribunal led by Justice Suleiman Balgore upheld the judgment of the lower tribunal and dismissed the appeal filed by the All Progressive Congress APC chairmanship candidate for Gwagwalada Area Council Alhaji Usman Yahaya. The appeal challenged the election of the chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kasum Mohammed Ikwa of the People's Democratic Party PDP. The appeal followed the earlier judgment of the FCT Area Council Election Tribunal, which affirmed Comrade Kasum Mohammed Ikwa as duly elected chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council. Responding to the judgment, Comrade Kasum Mohammed Ikwa described the ruling as a victory for democracy and commended the tribunal for allowing the will of the people of Gwagwalada Area Council to prevail.
I have to give glory to God Almighty for giving us a victory once again. That have shown democracy is at play, confidence in the judiciary.
Comrade Ikwa called on the opposition to join hands with his administration so they could work together to develop Gwagwalada Area Council for the benefit of all residents.
Nobody can do it alone. That they should see this judgment as it's never a victory for anyone. There is no loser, but instead we should unite and develop Gwagwalada. And that is my...
Hundreds of party supporters who accompanied the chairman, including the FCT PDP state chairman Alhaji Samaila Yenche and Mr. Agu Okechukwu Samuel, could not hide their joy over the outcome of the appeal tribunal's judgment, which brings the Gwagwalada Area Council election litigation to an end.
Today is a victory day for the party, as I said earlier. It's a victory to Gwagwalada Area Council, it's a victory to FCT, and it's a victory to Nigeria at large.
Honorable Alhaji Kasum Mohammed is people's choice for Gwagwalada Area Council today. It is God that made it to be a Northman, so we are very happy.
Wahala don't finish. On their chairman, by this victory today, he will be more focused to discharge the dividends of democracy as he had promised the overwhelming and the great people of Gwagwalada Area Council.
It will be recalled that the returning officer of the February 21st Gwagwalada Area Council Chairmanship election, Dr. Philip Agbe, declared Comrade Kasum Mohammed Ikwa the winner after the collation of results at the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC office. According to the official result, Comrade Kasum polled 22,165 votes to defeat other candidates in the elections. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
You are watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on StarTimes TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Still to come, Niger State Government pledges new NYC orientation camp within 12 months. Stay with us for more stories after the break.
In Biggie's house, there is no place to hide. And even when you think no one is watching, the energy can swing in an instant. This BB Niger Season 11, everything burns brighter. Only the biggest moves tip the scale, because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. When the world watches, will you be outshined? Or will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th, showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
Welcome back. The Niger State government has pledged to deliver a new ultra-modern permanent retention camp to the National Youth Service Corps NYSC within the next 12 months to provide a more conducive environment for the training of corps members. Governor Muhammad Umar Bago made the commitment at the groundbreaking ceremony for Phase 1 of the proposed orientation camp in Paiko, where he commended the host community for providing 8 hectares of land for the project. The governor said funds for the construction had already been appropriated, assuring that the project would be completed without delay and would rank among the best orientation camps in the country when fully developed. In his remark, the NYSC Director General Olakunle Nafiu described the project as a demonstration of a Niger State commitment to youth development, national unity, and the objectives of the NYSC scheme. General Nafiu said the new facility would replace one of the oldest and most challenging orientation camps in the country and provide modern, secure, and conducive facilities to enhance the comfort, safety, and morale of the corps members during their orientation. He added that the camp would strengthen the orientation processes, which promote discipline, patriotism, and tolerance, national integration among young Nigerians. The NYSC Director General also commended Niger State for joining Lagos, Adamawa, and Gombe State in providing new orientation facilities for corps members. Women with disabilities have been urged to speak out, take initiative, support one another, and seek mentorship as part of effort to improve their lives, promote quality, and break societal barriers. The charge was given by the Executive Director of Advocacy for Women with Disabilities Initiatives, Mrs. Patience Ogolo Dixon, during a leadership development session for existing self-help groups in the FCT as well as mentees graduation ceremony. Richard Aleshanu, IMB report.
In her welcome address at the event, Mrs. Dixon said the mentorship program had helped participants build confidence and develop their leadership abilities. She noted that the women with disabilities now have the capacity to take up leadership roles, stressing that inclusive leadership begins with believing in oneself and recognizing one's potential. She added that disability should not define or limit their aspirations or ability to lead.
Leadership is not all about holding the highest position. It is about making a positive difference. Also about listening to people like yourselves and others. It's about solving problems. So now you are going to be solving problems because you are leaders now. And it's about creating opportunities for yourself and for others, for persons with disabilities, for women with disabilities, even for other women who are not women with disabilities. That is the only way they will know that you have ability, isn't it? Everyone. So it's about creating that opportunity for everyone. So as we move forward, do not be afraid to speak. You must speak out. You must take initiative. Don't be afraid to say, this is what I want to do to benefit my community.
One of the mentors for the program, Rose Paul, highlighted the duration of the program and its benefit for participants.
This is a 6-month mentor-mentee program. The program, rewinding back from when it started 6 months ago, I would say it has been impactful and insightful. We have gained a lot from this program, even though there have been a few challenges like that of network issues, because most time we hold our classes online. This mentorship form of learning is a strong form of learning because it's a two-way process. You see in the process, the mentee, they gain knowledge, they develop their skills, they develop their confidence.
A graduating mentee who spoke on behalf of other students disclosed what was learned in the course of the 6 months training.
I've learned to be independent and to also be outspoken. That disability is not the end of life. If you have one, you should be able to pick up the pieces of your life and move on, because there are opportunities for persons with disability to grow and become whatever or whoever they want to become in life.
High point of the occasion was poetry performance by graduating mentees, as well as the presentation of certificates and awards to the best mentees. Richard Alechenu, Aso Television News.
National Chairman of the Social Democratic Party, Professor Sadiq Umar Abubakar Gombe, has called on Nigerian youth to embrace integrity, character, and selfless service as the foundation for responsible leadership and national development. This is a report.
The SDP chairman made the call in Abuja while receiving a delegation of the Arewa Student Forum, which conferred on him its highest honor. Grand Commander of the Arewa Student Forum, alongside his induction as a patron of the organization and presentation of a certificate of appreciation. Gombe described the recognition as an honor for the entire National Executive Committee and leadership of the SDP, saying the award reflected the collective efforts of party officials committed to providing purposeful leadership. He commended the Arewa Student Forum for promoting peace, unity, and leadership development among students, noting that the quality of presentations by members of the delegation.
So character comes before learning. That is why we have what we have today, and the effects of our national life, both at the legislative level, at the executive level, and other levels of governance, that we have people with all the degrees, with all the titles, professors, retired this, retired that, but are still behaving as if they didn't go to school.
Earlier, National President of the Arewa Student Forum, Comrade Abubakar Abdullahi, said the organization, with a membership of over 2.1 million students across the 19 northern states, the Federal Capital Territory, and the diaspora, promotes peace, leadership development, career guidance, and humanitarian services.
Sir, this is the highest title honor that you are giving to the person like you. Because this title that you are going to present to you, sir, we cherish more than the MON, MNI, CON that the federal government has been dishes to undeserved people. Because our award is based on merit. We are not just giving award because you are a governor or a senator or you are a president. We are giving it to someone that is served humanity to the best of his ability.
Also speaking, SDP National Vice Chairman Southeast, Senator Ugochukwu Uba, described Professor Gombe as a humble servant leader whose accessibility, integrity, and commitment to service distinguished him from many political leaders.
Making noise all over the place, that should not be something to engage our attention. All these members of the working committee were with him. And due to financial malfeasance and corruption, he was expelled.
The event featured the presentation of a certificate of appreciation, Gombe's induction into the Hall of Fame as a patron of the Arewa Students Forum, and the conferment of the prestigious title of Grand Commander of the Arewa Students Forum before party leaders, students, and invited guests.
Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency SMEDAN has urged participants at the Abuja Center for Entrepreneurship Project Training of Trainers program to serve as catalyst in developing innovative technology-driven and globally competitive Nigerian entrepreneurs. Director General and Chief Executive Officer of SMEDAN, Mr. Charles Odi, who was represented by the agency's Director Onesi Lawani at the flag-off of the 2-week intensive training program in Abuja, disclosed that the selection process began with a call for application that drew over 1,100 candidates. The SMEDAN chief affirmed that the selected participant will welcome ACE-certified trainers equipped to mentoring young Nigerians to leverage technology innovation and creativity to build investment-ready enterprises. Mr. Odi points that while funding is available for Nigerian startups, the ecosystem faces a shortage of investment-ready businesses able to attract capital, urging the trainers to focus on bridging this gap by equipping entrepreneurs to scale globally. It was all radiant colors and positive vibes at the feast of St. James Catholic Church, Dawaki, which was marked with so much pomps and pageantries on Sunday as parishioners and guests gathered for what organizers describe as a cultural extravaganza celebrating both the Christian faith and Nigeria's diverse heritage. Daniel Obi reports.
Gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take this, all of you, and eat of it, for this is my body, which will be."
Drawing inspirations from the parables of Jesus Christ, the parish priest, Reverend Father James Ocheme Eje, in his homily admonished Christians to continue to persevere in the struggle for salvation.
It is difficult to get what you want on a platter of gold. It is always difficult. We need much effort. We need much wisdom to get what we are pursuing in life. We must never get tired or lose hope. Hard work is the price we have to pay to make heaven.
Speaking further, he called on all Nigerians to shun nepotism and build an inclusive society where everyone can thrive, regardless of ethnic or cultural backgrounds.
Just as we celebrate our culture in diversity in the church, that is how we should take it also to the society. Those in government, those who lead us, should not practice nepotism. They shouldn't see people from their place as the appropriate people for a particular office.
In their separate remarks, the 2026 St. James Feast Day Committee Chairman, Dr. Nnamdi Wajimba, and the Chairperson of the Parish Pastoral Council, Mrs. Chioma Uju, both decried the growing suspicion and ethnic biases among Nigeria's different tribes. They urge Nigerians to seek unity and to emulate the remarkable life and example of St. James the Greater, an apostle known for courage, sacrifice, and commitment to spreading the gospel.
The wider community, the wider society can take a cue from what the church is doing today. Let us look beyond tribal, ethnic backgrounds and biases and work together, and you see Nigeria will lead.
And we thank God for the success of this day, because we are different in our colors, in our culture, but the church has united us to be one.
The celebration was marked by a vibrant display of Nigeria's cultural heritage as parish groups presented colorful dances, traditional attires, cultural processions, and artistic performances representing various ethnic nationalities, turning the church premises into a showcase of the nation's unity in diversity. The event was indeed a reminder that faith and culture can work together to promote peace, tolerance, and national cohesion.
But before we go, let's take another look at one of our major stories. The federal government has put on hold the planned reconstruction of the failed expansion joint on Kara Bridge toward Lagos along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. That's a bulletin on behalf of the editor and the editing crew. I am Isa Nu. Thanks for watching.